Hi guys, in today's video we are going to be discussing everything you need to know about Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time before launch day, the 2nd of October. As usual, just before we begin, remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoy the content on this channel and want to help it grow. Anyway, let's get started. First, let's kick off with the story overview. Crash Bandicoot 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped, which was part of the original trilogy. After being trapped in an interdimensional prison by Crash and Coco, Neo, Cortex, Uka Uka and Dr. Entropy have managed to escape and are now trying to conquer every dimension. Of course, it is up to our Bandicoot friends to put a stop to their evil plan. Over 100 levels. Crash 4 has over 100 levels, which is the most seen in any Crash Bandicoot game. This has more levels than the original trilogy combined. Inverted mode. Accompanying the staggering 100 plus levels this game has to offer, there is also something called inverted mode. This essentially is a mirror mode that flips the perspective and allows you to go back and play any level in the game with a completely new look and feel. There's one that speeds up the game and gives everywhere an old grainy film effect, or another one where everything looks like it's underwater. Inverted mode adds a different level of replayability that we have not seen in previous titles. Play as Coco. Up until this point, Coco Bandicoot always seemed to take a back seat in the story, but not this time. Any level in the game you can play as Crash can also be played as Coco. So essentially this means you can pretty much play the whole game as Coco if you wanted to. Costumes. An area in which Toys for Bob, the developers, wanted to expand on was the different costumes Crash would sometimes wear for specific levels. In this latest installment to the franchise, there are a plethora of awesome and wacky outfits you can collect throughout the game. These are unlocked through completing levels and collecting gems. These include things like a chicken costume and also a dinosaur one. Retro Crash is back. Continuing with the theme of costumes revealed in the launch trailer, a Retro Crash skin will be available in game just like it was with the CTR remake. However, it has not yet been confirmed whether this will be exclusive to PlayStation or not. No microtransactions. It has been confirmed that there will be no MTX at launch or post-launch. I have put a link to a video that discusses the confirmation of this in the description. New playable characters. Completely new to the series, Crash Bandicoot 4 will feature new playable characters. This includes our favourite bad guy Neo Cortex, as well as Dingodile and even Torna Bandicoot, but a super awesome butt-kicking action hero Torna from another dimension. All characters offer a unique play style and their own levels. Quantum masks. Not only do we see the return of our pal Aku Aku, with so much at stake, Crash and Coco must find and use the power of the quantum masks. These grant additional abilities, allowing our heroes to control aspects of time and space. We have Ika Ika that allows you to shift your center of gravity at will, Kapuna Wa that allows you to slow down time, Lani Loli enabling you to phase objects in and out of reality, and finally Akano, which supercharges your spin attack with dark matter. New mechanics. As well as the return of the many gameplay mechanics you would expect from the original trilogy, Crash 4 adds some new exciting things into the mix. This includes rope swinging, rail grinding, ziplining and wall running. There are also additional boxes you won't have seen before, including a golden Wumpa Fruit box, fire spitting box and timed boxes. Return of old favourites. Despite a huge range of new mechanics, you can also expect to see the return of old favourites. This includes the iconic run towards the camera levels, precise timing and platforming, and a huge fan favourite, the return of Polar levels, who looks even cuter than before. Flashback tapes. For any of you die-hard fans out there who really want to test your platforming abilities, included in Crash 4 are VHS flashback tapes that can be found scattered throughout various levels, but can only be obtained if you make it to the VHS tape without dying once. These flashbacks are additional levels that are designed to be some of the most challenging in the game, but they also give context to the lore of Crash Bandicoot itself. The flashbacks take place before the events of the first Crash Bandicoot, where Cortex would put Crash and Coco through vigorous test chambers to push them to the limits of what they could do. New game modes. To accommodate for both new and returning players, there are two modes you can choose from. We have Retro, which works like the old Crash games where there is a live system, and if you lose all of your lives you get a game over and have to restart the entire level. Modern, on the other hand, gives the player unlimited lives but has a death counter instead. The death counter can also be seen in retro mode too. Accompanying the modern and retro mode, there is also a local multiplayer mode called Bandicoot Battle, where up to 4 people can play a number of competitive game modes. This includes checkpoint race and crate combo. At the moment, it has only been confirmed that this is a local game mode that involves you handing the controller to the next player. Also available in this mode is the infamous fake Crash, as well as, for the first time ever, fake Coco. Finally, the full game will cost £60 or $60, which might sound very pricey for a lot of people, but I think this is possibly due to the game not having any microtransactions, and by the sounds of it, there is going to be a ton of content in this game. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time releases on the 2nd of October, which is this coming Friday. The game can be pre-downloaded, so you can jump in as soon as the clock strikes midnight. Anyway guys, that's about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. But other than that, remember to subscribe and I shall see you in the next one. Okay, thanks guys. Bye. Bye.